What's up, everybody? James Graham here. Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for watching. Here it is, Tuesday, July the 9th. As you can see, we are back in the kitchen. So that, you know what I mean, is one thing. We're gonna be cooking today. Let's get right to it. All right, a couple weeks ago, Denee and I went to Legion Brewing, their South Park location. They had a cooking class, and so they gave us a little recipe book for all the recipes that we tried. The chef cooked, and so we were gonna do his wing recipe. Easy for me to say. I got laid out all of the different seasonings and all we needed for the wings. As you can see, got some paprika here, some kosher salt, some Swerve brown sugar, could be healthy with the keto, got garlic powder, got some celery salt, some chili powder, some black pepper, some onion powder, some thyme, some ground oregano, some ground mustard, some celery seed, and some cayenne pepper. So all we do is, first thing we're going to do is mix all of the seasonings in a bowl. Let's get right to that. All right, the first thing is 2 tablespoons of the paprika. Alright, now we're done with the paprika. We can set that aside. The next step is a tablespoon of kosher salt. We just picked this up last night, so fresh package of kosher salt. We had the idea for these wings and said, yeah, let's do it. So what all we need? We need some kosher salt. All right. Next ingredient, 4 teaspoons of the brown sugar. Well, that smells good. And 4. Alright, after the brown sugar comes the granulated garlic. Or garlic powder in this case. And how much of that? 1.5 teaspoons. If the product will cooperate. Well, maybe a little bit more, but you know, good garlic flavor. There we go. Good enough. All right, now a teaspoon of the celery salt, which we also had to get last night. We didn't have any of that. I don't think many people just keep celery salt around. I don't know. Zane probably does. Alright. Teaspoon of the celery salt. And a teaspoon of chili powder. And now a teaspoon of black pepper. You know what? This thing is big enough. I'll open it up. Stick the measuring spoon in there. Alright, then next is the onion powder. We need a half a teaspoon of onion powder. Half a teaspoon of onion powder. Next, half a teaspoon of dry thyme. Yep, this is also a fresh. Picked this up at Ollie's the other day. When Denee and I went to Ollie's. Shout out to Ollie's. If I could save time in a bottle, that's something I'd like to do. Alright, the next one is a half a teaspoon of dried oregano, which got all over my hands. Thank you so much for doing that.
A few moments later.
After the dried oregano, come back with a half a teaspoon of mustard. Dried mustard, that is. Perfect. Alright, and then a half a teaspoon of celery seed, which we also is fresh and got at Ollie's. Alright, and there's some cayenne pepper, which calls for an eighth, but I don't have an eighth, so all I got is a fourth. But we're just going to get a little dab of that, not much. There we go. Close enough to an eighth. Now we mix the bowl, everything in the contents of the bowl together. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we got our seasoning all mixed together now. Everything looks good there, as you can see. Alright, and we have had the chicken thawing out today, so we're going to get the chicken ready, or get the chicken out of the water, like I said, because we've had to de-thaw it, went off. But anyway, put it in a Ziploc bag. Mix it all together, kind of do like a little shake and bake thing. Show you here in just a bit. All right, we're back. Got the chicken in a bag here with the seasoning, and like I said, first we seal up the bag. We don't want seasoning going everywhere. We seal up the bag, and then we begin to shake. And then we bring our chicken over here, and we place it on our freshly greased pan. See, we got drums and flats. We don't discriminate around here. And then we'll just repeat the process. And when I come back, we'll have the chicken all laid out. We'll pop them in our 400-degree oven. Go from there. A little side note I forgot to mention, a step I did not show, but make sure you always wash your chicken before you cook it. Thank you. Alright guys, we're back. I had to make another batch of the seasoning because I ran out, because the recipe calls for 12 wings and I got more than 12 here, so we got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, yeah, we got 16 wings, so I had to make a little more seasoning. But I think they turned out nicely. Got them here laid out on the pan. Ready to throw them in the oven here. Thank you to my beautiful assistant with the light. So, here we go. All right. So we got the wings in the oven now. We'll let them cook, let them do their thing. Check them in a little bit. Check them with you in a bit.
Later.
All right, guys, we're back. Got the wings out the oven. See how they look. I think they look pretty good. Some of the seasoning, of course, got on the pan, which you comes to expect because I flipped them over about halfway through. But I think they look pretty good. So, now, the next step, let's get them on a plate. We're gonna let them sit on the plate a little bit, and I'm gonna pair them with some of the delicious collards that my loving mother-in-law made for us, which I love some collards. Put a little bit of hot sauce. But anyway, gonna let the wings cool a little bit, then we're gonna plate it up. All right, guys, got the you can't see it, but Denee's over here messing with me. But anyway, yeah, I got the food all plated up now. Got it ready. I'm gonna take it for lunch tomorrow. So you'll probably see me with eating the plate for those that work with me, whatnot. Will see me eating it before you actually see the video. But try to get it uploaded this week. But here is the money shot. Denee's continuing to mess with me. Her phone is in the way. But yes, I think it turned out pretty well. More than happy. Of course, we sampled one and I did a good job. I mean, obviously I'm not the chef, but I feel like I did a good job. But anyway, I'm just gonna wrap up this video.
Delicious.
Thank you. You heard that. Thank you. So go ahead, slap a like on the video. Drop a comment down below. Click that notification bell so you're notified each and every time I drop a video. And as always, subscribe to the channel. So until next time, God bless. I'm out. Gotta go deal with her.